Hey everyone, welcome to another challenge recap. I know you may have thought you weren't going to hear those words again because we haven't done a challenge recap in so long, but we did an amazing challenge with May, who you see right here with me. And we're going to go through the challenge and pick some entries to critique, maybe say ones that we liked a lot, and also pick a special winner for this coffee design challenge. So, let me pull this up. And May, I want to ask, when we kind of put this challenge together, what did you think you were going to see the most of? Because we kept this kind of open. We said you don't have to do a coffee logo. You don't have to do a coffee label. You don't have to, you know what I mean. What did you think you were going to see the most of? T-shirts, posters? What do you think?
I thought I'm gonna see mostly t-shirts. I
Okay.
think I think a lot of like things when people usually think about print on demand, they think about t-shirts. I didn't think that the people that watch my channel, like my viewers, would design t-shirts because I know that a lot of my viewers are mostly into posters and other
Mm,
kind of art, stickers and stuff. I didn't expect there would be so many entries. Like it
a
kind of
lot of
kind of blew
entries.
me away.
A
Yeah.
lot.
I was like trying to think, oh my God, do people really want to win AI credits and 100% discount for my website, or they just really like coffee?
Or both.
Yeah. Uh,
Exactly.
I think also coffee is like a natural, I think it's also something that a lot of people are already well versed in designing. And
Okay.
also, like, we didn't say like even a design style. It wasn't like
No, we
even
didn't.
designing
We
something
we
in a
left it
style.
super open.
Yeah.
Super open. Yeah, I one thing that's interesting to me is I know I already passed a couple, but I was super curious with how some people used watercolor. So here's one that I'm kind of hovering on right here that used
Yeah.
watercolor.
This
Here's
one was with
two
the
side by
background, no?
side. What'd you say?
That one was with the background. I think it wasn't the
Yes,
watercolor. I think it's a Kittl background,
it
but
is
you
the
have
Kittl
a
background.
filter.
And then
That
these
AI
two,
filter. Yeah.
yeah,
What AI filter is this? I keep forgetting that name.
there's one that just
Uh,
says watercolor.
No, there's like artist something. I'll find it on Kittl. I have another screen open up, so I'll
Oh,
find
okay,
it
yeah.
on Kittl.
But I was
'Cause
still curious, like, that's something that I just would not have even this one is, like, kind of acrylic-y,
yeah,
watercolory feeling, like, I was not putting 2 and 2 together
it's from
to
Color
use
Splatter. It's from the AI
color
clip
splatter.
art Color
Okay.
Splatter. I love it, by the way. I did so many designs with it for Redable right now.
Such a
Like
cool one, right?
artist person, yeah.
Such a
I did
cool
like a
look.
vampire with it or something.
Wow, yeah, that's just one thing I wasn't even thinking about, but some really cool, neat designs came out of.
Mhm.
So that's awesome. Yeah, I don't even know what I was thinking I was going to see. I was maybe also thinking t-shirts, but I feel like we have a lot of good ones for posters as well. But for these top three,
Mhm.
what I would like to go through before we get into the kind of the other ones that we had picked out, and then the special winner we're going to talk about. Let's just briefly talk about these three, and yeah, just what your thoughts are on the top three, maybe like what you think they had in mind when they were designing this. I think
Mhm.
they're all great, but what do you think about it? Let's just go with three, and then we'll go two, and then one.
Okay. The 3 kinda looks like a money coin,
It's kind
like
of
a
cool.
coin. It kind of feels like, in this dystopian future where machines run the world and people
Mm,
are addicted to coffee or people are coffee dep I don't know, it feels like it because it really looks like a coin.
it does. It says "In Coffee We Trust," which is what's
Yeah.
on our quarter over here. Not
Yeah,
coffee, but
so
yeah,
to me, I don't know that because I don't think I've ever held an American quarter. Never been to the US, but,
yeah.
it
Doesn't
did
say
feel like
coffee,
something
but it does
formal.
say "In God We Trust," I think.
Yeah, so I think that, even for someone who did not looked at a quarter in the United States and know what it says, to me, it just feels like, I don't know, I kinda wanna play, like, Coffee Monopoly right now with this.
Ooh,
Yeah.
like a coffee
I also
game.
kinda wanna design, like, the whole series, like, let's design, like, the $1 and the $2 and the 20.
Yes,
I
yes.
feel like this is a good series to have. I would also probably do it if I was the person doing this, and I feel like I'm too low right now. Wait. If I was
Yeah,
No, because I sat down
yeah,
differently.
yeah.
I think, like, if I was the person who did this, I would probably do the same design. Maybe they did, I don't know, but if I'm selling it anywhere, I would
Mm.
probably have this design also in silver and in copper.
Oh,
Those are, like, the
100%. Oh my
coin
gosh.
colors.
Also, because
Um
that would be super cool as, like, on the actual coffee packaging if these were like
Mhm.
either your roasts or your premium
Mhm.
part, like the one that has the shiny gold sticker, right, on the label
Yeah, yeah.
is a signifier. So then you have like, here's our copper winner, here's our silver winner coffee, here's the
Ah,
gold winner coffee, right?
it
Maybe
looks
they were
like
in a
the Kittl 3rd place, 2nd place.
Yeah, exactly. Pretty
I
meta,
would have
but it's
seriously had
good.
it on a clock. This would be really cool on a clock.
Yeah, around behind the numbers or something, that'd be super cool.
Yeah, that would be really cool as a clock. I wouldn't even put the numbers. I think the majority of people who buy
Who
clocks
just
these days
know?
just buy them as decoratives. I
Mm.
think I wanna buy, like, a clock in the next few days and literally have it come here, remove the batteries, so it's not gonna piss me off for the ticking. But this is a really good clock design, awesome sticker design. I honestly wanna tell, like, if this is like, obviously, I know, like, it's a shared template. I can just put it on a sticker myself and buy it for myself.
Mm.
But for, this person and for the 1st, place winner, if you guys have links to these that you're selling them anywhere, that would be really nice. I'm in a shopping mood. I just spent 250 euros on shopping print-on-demand stuff.
Nice.
So, yeah, I've been doing a lot of shopping lately. Um, so I would definitely get this on a bunch of stuff, like, as stickers,
It's
sticker
sticker for 100%. The 3rd place winner, I
yeah,
100% see that as a sticker,
yeah.
absolutely.
I have, I think, over 400 stickers right now that I have here, and it's really not enough for me. I'm sticker crazed. No,
Oh
no,
my gosh.
seriously, I have a condition.
I have
So,
a condition, a sticker condition. Okay, well,
yeah,
what about
like
this 2nd one? What do you
ooh,
what do you see this as? I absolutely love the text in the Steam. That is
mhm,
awesome to me. I think that
yeah. This is also AI, I think. Yeah? This was a definitely AI.
it looks like it to me.
Yeah, I like honestly, I would think to do something with the bottom because it kinda looks like it kinda becomes like a river or something under it. I like the
Oh, I
fact that
see.
it's very clean.
Mm,
This is one of the like, this design is one of the cases where you would usually say, like, we have the sentence, like, "I added something, and that something was too much." So,
right,
this
okay.
design is right before you add something that makes it too much. Like,
It's
this is
perfect the way it is, yeah.
yeah, this is done.
It's done, yeah.
There is nothing to do on this design. There's nothing to add. I wouldn't even choose a different color palette. Like, I don't know, it just and also the color palette, if you're talking to a person who likes coffee, then we like looking at these colors. These are colors
Mm,
that
okay.
usually for us means fun. The whole
Mm,
scala of the
mm.
way the other design wrote it, 50 shades of coffee, but the whole shades of latte and stuff like that. It's just I don't know, I think it's just really pretty. The only thing I would have probably made it a little bit different is I would have played with the ratio. Like, I wouldn't do it a
Okay.
1 by 1 ratio, I would have probably done it like, a 4 by 5.
4 by 5, I think, would be good. You know what I
Yeah.
see this as? When I don't know how they are over there. A lot of coffee shops I've been to here, and I guess in Europe, places I've been, there's typically some sort of decals on, like, the door or the windows of the shop, and I kinda see this as on the inside of the door once you leave, like, you see this that says,
Oh, okay.
"Beautiful day," so it would just be the cup, not all the kinda, like, scratches below where you see how it kinda gets super dark, but it's, like, just the steam with "Have a beautiful day," and the cup as a beautiful vinyl stencil on the door, so, like, as you have your coffee and you're leaving,
Yeah.
you
I
see
haven't
that.
seen those in years, like, we don't have those here.
Oh, yeah,
We
they're
don't have,
so
like,
cool if you
decals
do
in
it right.
restaurants here. I'm in the mountains in a village.
Oh,
So we have, like, places that serve coffee, like,
sure.
places where people go and sit and have coffee, but, like, what you're, like, describing, I was like, "Hmm, yeah, in Thailand and in Romania, I definitely remember
In
seeing
bigger,
those."
like, places where there
Yeah,
are, more
definitely
shops.
bigger places, like, we don't I think, like, just, yeah. I kinda wanna buy a bunch of these stuff and just go around town and give it to, like, coffee places.
That's a
"There
cool
you
idea.
go. You're having so many expats live here. This is how you get us to pay you money for coffee."
For coffee, yeah, but that
Yeah,
would be cool. I feel like this works well, and it is still simple enough to be like a decal, right? It's like you could
yeah.
see like the steam in the words is one piece. Maybe you get rid of the little splash dash things around it, but
Oh,
then
no,
that
no, you're not getting rid of anything. This is perfect.
oh, yeah, you could do it. You could do the whole thing as one whole piece, but it would work, I think, as a decal. And, I
Yeah.
mean, honestly, it would work as a cute little shirt too. I don't see why not, you know?
You're saying decal, and all I can think about is how much I hate decaf.
Oh,
I'm very much a
decal, like
coffee person.
vinyl, like,
I know,
on the wall.
I know, but like you're saying this, and all I can think about is decaf. I'm
You
seriously
hate
like a
decaf?
very coffee person. I'm a
You hate
very,
decaf?
of course, I'm highly caffeinated.
No, come on.
I drink caffeine in my tea. Like I drink like Earl Grey and English teas that are very high on caffeine.
After
I
12
have no idea
after
how it took
12
us
is
so long to
decaf
do this.
only.
I don't
After
know how it
12
took
is
us so
decaf.
long for this. 12?
Decaf. After 12, decaf only. I will
Why
be
do you drink
up.
12 cups of decaf? Why do you
What?
drink 12
No, I
cups
said
of
after
anything?
12 p.m.
After 12, yeah,
only
we're going up to 12
decaf.
decafs.
What on earth? No, no.
I told you I spoke so many languages today.
One nice cup, right? One nice cup, whether I'm gonna go get it or make it myself. And then after, if I'm feeling edgy in the afternoon, it's decaf. It's only decaf.
I don't know. I don't think caffeine like affects me this way. I can literally like
Yeah, maybe not now if you're addicted to it.
no, but like I can be like a little bit insomniac and like at 12 like midnight drink coffee like with
No,
caffeine and fall asleep.
silliness.
Caffeine for me is not like it doesn't wake me up, but it's just I don't know. I just like coffee so much.
Well, it's a good thing we're talking about this then. So, what are your thoughts on the first one?
My thoughts on the number one winner is that you need to check your Instagram. I DM'd you last week when I saw this because I want to buy this on wherever you're selling it. As someone who lives in the mountains, for those of you who don't know, I feel like this is when I saw this, my initial thought was honestly, I don't know if it's like really weird, but this would be some kind of poster that both Misho and I would like in the apartment because Misho does not drink coffee at all. He doesn't drink caffeine at all, but he loves the mountains and hiking and all that thing. So I feel like it's kind of like, it's a combination of something we will both like as a poster. And as I am decorating my living room and my bedroom right now, and that's why I'm on a massive shopping spree. But as I'm really decorating the entire apartment, I would really love to have this on a poster. Like seriously,
Yeah,
it's perfect. And I know that I can, go into this and, use the template and just order it from like Printful or Awkward Styles and fulfill it myself. But I know I kind of want to support the person who did this, other than the fact that they won first place. But this is, I don't know, it's just like the vibe of it, the whole, we had some kind of vintage posters with this color palette, with this exact color palette that I do not know where they are. Like between the moving of multiple apartments that I've had in the last year, I
mhm.
kind of lost a poster that almost looks exactly like this color palette. And the
Mm,
coffee is kind of the mountain and it spills into the
yeah.
river behind it. There is a lot of work here. I always, when I look, I think I told you that in the last recap we did, whenever I look at what people do, I feel so lazy. Mm, no, I mean, I illustrate stuff on my own, but when it comes to like assembly work, I'm
Okay.
too lazy with trying to find the right element to go in the right place, in the right shade. Like, it's really easy for me to think about drawing this, but to assemble this from clip art, it's just like, to me, that's like, oh my God, how does someone did that?
What's
And
really great and takes skill to do this, but all 50% or more of this is one illustration actually. Like the camper with the trees and the mountain and the sun and the river and all that's all one piece.
really,
So, so the cup they've just placed behind it, which is really nicely placed, but they've also put some halftones in there, which are really nice. And then, of course, the font pairing is perfect
Mhm.
because those are some of our adventurer fonts.
They
And it
put
just
also a lot of pieces. Like I went into that file inside. They also put like a lot of like
little
head,
texture stuff, yeah,
yeah,
little
like
scratches.
yeah, as if someone with a actually made it with a pencil.
Correct. Yeah,
Like
you can
when
see little halftones here,
yeah,
here,
I think like,
here.
when you obviously open it, when you see it like really big, because I saw it like on a bigger screen and I was like, oh my God, these details are like someone sketched it. And I genuinely just like this poster.
Yeah, it's great. I think it works as a poster as well as a t-shirt. But 100% congratulations to the top 3. Very good entries. We also have some that we've picked out to talk about.
Yeah.
Of course, I would advise everyone to go check the link in the description. Just roll through these because you may see some that you like or want to kind of turn into a sticker. So we had a lot of entries in this challenge. I think we've maybe only had 2 challenges at 200 or over, so this one got super close. I thought it was gonna break the record. So this is definitely one of our
You want
high.
to break the record next time? We can do another one. Let me
Yeah,
think about
we'll
a
break
topic.
the record next time. So, all of these I'm about to show you, I've just opened up the PNG file, but you can find
Mhm.
all of what we're about to talk about on this page. So, this is one that has the watercolor, like I mentioned, like something I never
Wait. I have it open.
the
The
splatter,
color splatter.
color
Color
splatter.
splatter, not water. Color splatter. Yeah, I
Okay,
love
so
that one.
this was one that you had kind of I think this is one of the first ones you had mentioned that you were that you had really liked. So
Yeah.
maybe what is it that you liked about it and if you could improve it at all in kind of
Um,
transferring it to POD, I guess, like you know
yeah.
what tips would you have, I guess?
Okay, so first thing, I love puns. I'm all about puns. So espresso yourself. I'm a generally person that goes into puns, and I think also like the colors that flat out come to you is this kind of like green turquoise and different shades of purple and pink. That's what's I saw first, obviously, because those are my favorite colors. Um, and I just like this kind of expression. I would have probably did a few more tries with the AI, just
Okay.
because to me the handle of the
The
coffee,
handle. Yes.
yeah, it looks to me like this is very artistic, but I
Mm,
feel like when you're targeting something that people do every single day, they would generally go for something that it exists more. You know,
okay.
this doesn't really
Sure.
feel like this makes you stop because it doesn't really feel like a real cup of coffee because of the way that the handle is shaped. Also, that could be a good thing. It makes someone stop. Like this is
It
the
does.
reason why I stopped because something felt wrong, which is an amazing stopper. Um, I like the type of I don't like the second font used. I like the first for this design. I mean, in general, I like it, but I feel like it still goes well. I would probably have this on like if I have to think about a product, if I have to think about a product, first of all, I would center this. Like the entire design is not really
Yeah,
centered.
I think we're slightly off to
However,
the right here.
yeah, however, if we're talking about putting it on a 1:1 ratio notebook, which are one of my favorite notebooks from Zazzle, this will actually not need to be centered that much because you have that left side that goes into basically the spiral.
Mm. Yep.
But it would have to be like a little bit more centered, a little bit more, I don't know, centered and less, like with a lot more margins.
Mhm.
But I would definitely like it on a notebook simply because of a notebook is where you express yourself.
Mm. Yeah.
So I would put it on something you need to express, or I would remove the background and also remove some of the dots, like the ones in the corner, so they're not
Yeah.
gonna bother me too much. And as a die cut sticker.
Yeah. Yeah. That's excellent. Yeah, I would say the same things, and it's very like you said, it's very artistic and creative. I was the only thing I was kind of thinking of, yeah, if so we could work on the handle, just give it a couple more tries, see what it comes back with, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah, I like it. I enjoy it. What about this one? This one is more
Shout out
postery.
to my group moderator, my lovely Liesel. I love everything she does. I think that she has taken on to Kittl, and she's far more talented in Kittl than I am. And every time I see one of her designs, I don't even need to see the name. Kind of
Mm,
feels like I know her style. I like the Brewst Your Day. I showed it to two friends of mine, and they're like, "What does that mean?" I'm like, "It's supposed to be boost,
yeah, like it's a pun.
boost your day." Yeah. So people didn't really get that, but they're also not that big of coffee lovers, so maybe that's why.
Maybe.
Color combination, perfect. I like the fact that it's not perfect. I mean, if you look at the design space, like the space where the painting happens, and you look at the sides, that little frame that's happening, it's not actually margined correctly.
Mm,
So the gap between coffee and boost your day, is bigger than the gap between the
correct.
sides.
Right.
So I feel like this is another example of there is something wrong, which is why I stopped to look at it. And I feel like a lot of people don't understand that this is a good thing. When there's something wrong about something, if that something is not obviously, like a typo, but there's something that was wrong here made me stop. And when I stopped, I started liking it. And I feel like that would be, again, like a really good notebook, and it will be an amazing poster. Like
Yeah.
I would also maybe even, the way I said about the coin guy that we had,
Hmm.
I would definitely have a version of it where the background is kind of like this cream beige and the
Okay.
text is black
There you go.
or coffee brown, to have an alternating color just to
Mm,
match people's like general wall space and stuff. I think it would make an awesome poster. Um, Also, wall tapestry could work if it's a vertically aligned one, and I just like it.
yeah. Yeah. It's great. It reminds me of I think it's based off of this series of posters that have like the big word at the top with dots in the middle. Cause I know my dad had some of these and they're exactly framed just like that, like some kind of inspirational word like life or learning or leadership or motivation. There's
I
some.
had one in my bedroom that said "peace" when I was a kid.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
same style.
So it's very this is also familiar, and it's also not hard. That's another thing is this isn't
Yeah.
hard to understand, I think, as a
You just
poster,
have
right?
to really like you just have to really hit it with the simplicity.
Mm,
Because if you used a different font that might have been heavier, then it wouldn't work as much. And also, like, I think a lot of people when they look at this, they're like, "Oh, this could be on a t-shirt. This could not be on a t-shirt." The
mm,
font is so slim. This will
mhm,
not print well on a t-shirt at all, but as a poster or on a notebook, it's really brilliant.
100%. Okay, what about this one? I know this was one
I
of
love
your
it so
one of
much.
your favorites, I think.
We talked about it before we started recording. It's the first time that I saw a coffee design that reminds me of a nursery painting.
Mhm.
And we have plenty of mistakes here. And I feel like I'm always coming up here and I'm like critiquing people too much. But our entire square inside is not centered.
Mm,
Like it's going too much low. The text inside of the coffee mug, I'm pretty sure it's a one-off. Like it's set. Like they took one text block and wrote the entire thing. Because if you look,
sure.
the gaps are the same and everything. I would have spent a little bit more time on this one, doing like rise and shine. It's coffee time. And then with the distort feature, first of all, I would put the rise as all caps, or the R would have been small, just to make sure it's like aligned correctly, distorting it a little bit to the top, and then the time also distorting a little bit of an arch
I see what you mean,
at
yeah.
the bottom.
Mhm.
And it would have been more aesthetically pleasing, I guess. But that's why I think like it also gave me the feeling of a nursery, because with a lot of, I feel like, grown-up designs, you would have an element and the text appears on the element as if it was on it. Because I mean, if you look at the text on my yogurt bottle, it's obviously not straight because the bottle has an oval shape and we're
Sure.
talking about 3D. So in this case, if I look at this cup, this work was not done here to create that oval feeling that I'm looking 3D, but this is something that is being done with nursery paintings. In
Mhm.
nursery paintings, they don't wrap the text too much because the text has to be readable for
Sure,
kids.
sure.
And I feel like that's why it just made me like feel like, oh my God, this is a nursery painting for a couple that is obsessed with coffee and wants to put it in the kids' room. It's just really, really pretty. I would again put it on a notebook, but I feel like you know me, I would put everything on
On
a
a
notebook.
notebook.
Yeah, I would put everything on a notebook. Everything or on a puzzle.
Mm,
Or on a puzzle, yeah. I would also put Liesel's one on a puzzle, but yeah, I would definitely put it on a notebook. I think it's a lovely poster. It just needs a little bit of that adjusting in terms of just the frame in the middle, just to like snap it into the middle. It's really easy doing that with Kittl, and spend more time with the text. And I feel like I'm always doing this whenever I start something on Kittl. I write a word per text block. I never write like a sentence with a text
sure.
unless I know it's gonna be a long sentence.
Yeah. Yeah. Excellent. Great advice. Okay, so what about this one? So we have coffee
Mhm.
never lets you down, and we also had a nice
Yeah,
mock-up that was
yeah.
added with the entry.
First things first, curve it a tiny bit more because the N is kind of glitching there on the side. I don't know if you can see it,
Mm.
but the N is closer
Yeah,
to the
here's
bottom circle.
really close here, and then
Yeah.
yeah.
And I would have also, if you look at this design, then the center of it should be the coffee. So I would raise the coffee mug a
Mm,
little bit. But I just I feel like maybe it's a stupid reason to like something, but if I look at coffee and the 50 shades of coffee that we talked about that someone did, or the coffee colors. So this has all the coffee colors
mm.
plus blue and pink, which are my
Yeah,
favorite. So
right,
I feel like maybe it's a stupid reason to pick something, but at the end of the day, as consumers, like consumers do the same. They would look at a design and sometimes it's not perfect, but it just has the right two colors that they like. And I feel like that's what drew me to it, because literally scrolling through all of these, I could notice like, oh, pink and blue. Even on this, like when it's so small. And I feel like maybe I'm giving like cheat sheets for people for later on, how to get me to buy from them or to like their designs. Yeah, pink and blue all the way. You can
right.
see my background, pink and blue.
Mhm, mhm.
So
Yeah,
I like that one.
yeah, I would say that, working on tweaking the middle, like this kind of badge style that's going on with maybe even having some more florals, kind of
Bigger cup.
either surround the cup a little bit bigger, maybe send them to the back so the cup is still in the middle and just having
I
it
would
yeah,
just make the coffee bigger and
centered, yeah.
remove that decoration above the coffee. I would remove it.
That's yeah, the little element here, the
Yeah.
flourish. And then maybe take some of these beans and since
On the sides of the word coffee or on the two
yeah, so
sides
you
of the
could do like
design.
bean, 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 bean,
Yeah.
bean, bean, or just finish this with, good coffee never lets you down. Something that fills just the space a
There is
little
no
bit
such
more.
thing as good coffee.
No
There
such
is
thing?
coffee. No, no, you're saying good coffee as if there is like, no, no, it's not good coffee never lets you down. Coffee never lets you down. I agree with what you wrote, with
But
what the
still,
person wrote.
I'm
Coffee never lets
suggesting
you
if you need more want
down.
more tips. I do believe
This
there
is
is
a
such
very
thing as
personal
good
topic for
coffee.
me.
I do believe there is such thing as good coffee. I could let you have
There
bad
is,
coffee
but
and
it's
good
not
coffee.
that good coffee never lets you down. It's that coffee. Trust me, I've been in very,
No,
very
coffee
bad
hasn't let me
situations
down.
in life, and
Coffee
there
let me
were
down.
bad coffees, but they never let me down
They
because
let me down.
but it's better than not of course, bad coffees let you down. You drink decaf.
No, no, no. I have started a cup and been like, "I can't finish this. It's very bad."
Was that in Spain? Because I heard or in
No,
Portugal, 'cause I heard they do
I've
something
never
with their
been to
coffee
Spain.
there.
I've never been to Spain, but there is yeah, if I was gonna do it, it would say good coffee never lets you down.
I think I need to send you coffee from Greece.
Do it. I am 100%
I
here
don't know
for it.
if he's gonna fly over. I don't think you can send coffee from America to the European Union. We have a lot of regulations, but I think maybe the other way around it could work.
Maybe, I don't know. I am
I
here
need to
for it.
find some good Arabica roast from Chalkidiki area.
There you go.
I go to Greece soon, and then when we're in Greece, I'm gonna ship you some coffee,
Okay, I'm here for it.
coffee and wet wipes.
Okay, Mug Life. This one's funny.
Thug Life.
This one is
I've
funny.
seen this on Thug Life and Pug Life, by the way. A lot
Oh,
of
right.
people do that, yeah, with Pug Life. Um, yeah, I definitely like the fact that it's holding
A
um,
surfboard.
yeah, words. Yeah, told you I spoke too many languages today. Holding a surfboard. Thank you. That was definitely like a surprise. I didn't even catch on to this when I first saw
With
it.
a little coffee bean kind of in
Ooh, what
right here.
attention to detail, my God.
Very, very.
I
I
have too
think
much
that's what it
attention
is.
to
It could
detail.
be a coincidence,
Yeah.
but it does kind of look like the coffee bean illustration.
I would have put it in the behind the text because we have the smoke coming up on the word life. So I would have put the
Mm.
thing behind it. And also like I would have put the mug life chose me instead of choose me.
Oh, yeah.
I don't mind, like, for example, on the didn't, that you don't have that little tiny line thing, which I know
Yeah,
how to
but
say
we
in
do have a
3
slight
languages
yeah,
that
we
are
have
not English.
a typo there. Too many O's in
Yeah,
the second one.
I feel like, the typo makes it very aesthetically in the size, but,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but I kinda like this one a lot. Again, if the person who made it have it on, like, products, and I would definitely go and correct the typo because I would
Sure.
definitely be like so many times you see this really cool design and you wanna get it, but then there's a typo on it, so you don't get it.
Oh, no.
Yeah. I remember I was wearing a T-shirt that says, "I believe in myself." Like, because
Be
the T-shirt was
live.
really nice, but they didn't write "believe." It was
Oh,
Thailand.
no.
It was like, "I believe in myself." Um, but yeah, I like the sentence, and also I don't know for I mean, I think like, when if you're talking like as a person from America, if you say like I'm from Harlem, then people will get it. I'm pretty sure that everyone who lives anywhere in the world knows that Harlem is considered to be not a good neighborhood or something. But I don't know if my viewers or anyone knows even like what my city that I came from in Israel and my neighborhood when I grew up, I think was the number 2 crime neighborhood in the entire country.
Mm,
And for me, this was like, sort of a joke or a way to laugh about
mm.
growing up in a really bad neighborhood.
Yeah.
So the whole, like, gangsta style or the gangsta jokes are really funny to me.
Yeah.
It just reminds me of, making fun of, like, where you came from and where you are, I guess. And yeah, definitely mug life instead of, thug life. I would also probably made the mug not carry a surfboard, which by the way is funny because the city that I grew up in is called in translation Mermaid City, and we have a lot of surfing beaches there.
Mm,
I feel like it just connected me to my origin city in a very unexpected way.
sure.
Um, but I would probably maybe even make the mug like a robber, like a mugger.
Oh, gosh.
The mug life.
Right, yeah, it's extra pun.
Yeah. Pun on pun on pun.
Yeah, and I think this is one that um you can change color combos around a couple different ways to fit
Mhm,
on a variety of t-shirt colors or poster, covers, so it's a great template, I think.
mhm. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it will make a really nice poster. I think it will be like a really funny poster. It's definitely a good place for again, like if I was still living in my city, like we have the surfing beach right next to us. So it was really fun for me that this design like was with a surfing board because it's a
Yeah,
really big thing in my town, in my hometown.
100%.
So it's really, really cool. I really liked it.
Okay, it's time to talk about our last design we're talking about, and also what we have decided as our special winner, because there is a lot that is going on. So I'll let you talk about this one, May. I think we have a lot of similar thoughts, I think.
I feel like I would need an insulin injection from looking at it. Um,
It's pretty
um,
intense.
yeah, I haven't had sugar in a long time, at least not in this form. I feel like most of the designs today kinda threw me back to places that I lived in. I feel like if we would have had this same, challenge in a different time in my life, I would have probably chose different things because I don't know for what reason I'm really feeling nostalgic today. But this connects me to Thailand, to my life when I lived in Bangkok. There was a specific cafe. It was a big chain, but the branch we had right under my apartment that was open 24/7, and I spent a lot of nights there. There were a lot of expats there that were working with Australian companies, with American companies. So, your time difference, or with European companies, and we work nights. And I think I pretty much had something that almost looks exactly like this
Mm,
for I don't know, I would say, roughly 50 times at least.
wow.
Yeah, I would be there almost every night or in the very early in the morning. They were 24/7 and I would live on those. I just love those. And I don't like I'm looking at it, so I'm like, "Oh my god, the person made it with Kittl." Like,
Yeah.
the person
Mhm.
made this with Kittl. This is like next level branding for a company, for a cafe. This is a Facebook ad. Oh my god, this is like if Caramel had a movie, if Mocha Caramel had a movie, this would be its poster.
Yeah.
And I would like to remind, what I said in the beginning. The person who made this, can you provide me with a link of where to buy this? If you're selling it anywhere, This yeah, I have a place right next to my kitchen. I told you I'm in a shopping mood. But yeah, this is just I don't even know. I mean, like I'm looking at like the texture that is different on the M because the light is coming to it and it's different on the R and on the E. It's like how much work did the person put into this? It's my God, this is brilliant.
Yeah, we have little coffee beans with some little shadow kind of coming over top of the words here. I also like how the O was replaced with like the top of a drink. There is a template that has this structure. I think it says noir. And it's this same effect that's already on it. So they've used a template to do this, but they did
So good.
do a great like
What does it say? I can't read it that much. Wait,
where.
I'm gonna open it on my computer. Like I have it open here because I can read it better from mine than here.
Yeah, well, they did a great
Caramel,
job placing the image in the
something
back. Um,
dripping frappuccino blended, and then a blend of coffee mix and ice with dark caramel sauce and
mhm,
a crunchy caramel
sugar.
sugar topping. Oh, I want that so much. Can I just have that? I really feel bad living in the middle of nowhere in the mountains right now.
Yeah.
I really want something like this here.
Yeah, I would say that if one or two things I would do to even further improve it, I would like caramel drizzle, the C is capitalized, but then the D and dripping crunch
Yeah.
is lowercase, but then the C and crunch is capital. So just choose one. So like if both words need to be capitalized, then capitalize both words. And then I would probably make this 2 lines, like a blend of coffee, milk, ice, blah, 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 instead of
Mhm,
3, because it's starting to get pretty close to the bottom of this
mhm,
versus having some nicer space up here. So I would just make this 2 lines and
mhm.
stretch it just a little bit more.
But you see, that's again, that's an imperfection that can get you to stop on the design. But if you actually saw it in a place to buy it, you wouldn't be bothered by it because you would look at the general vibe that
For
it
sure.
gives you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like it has this imperfection, but the
Mhm.
general vibe is still remaining. And I feel like it has these imperfections, but the general vibe of it is overwhelming, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. And
Oh, wait, wait, wait.
I
Ugh.
have missed the person's name I need to go get. Okay, so yeah, undiscouraged. Sorry, I didn't have the name copied over. Uh, please look the contact from us because there's been a couple times way in the past that we have reached out and the person doesn't get their special reward. That's really sad. So if you watched this YouTube video or if you're watching it right now, please comment like, yay, I won or something. Like tell us that you have seen this and please look for an email because we want you to get the special prize. Uh,
And also, on top of your special prize, because the coffee is really dear to my heart,
mm,
Undiscouraged is the name of the designer.
it is, yes.
Um, Also gets $50 coupon code for my graphic store on
Boom.
top of the prize for our first place winner, which is a 100% discount coupon code. This person gets a $50 coupon code because I decided I want to choose a special winner and give them something else. So check your email something and please let me know what is the email of Undiscouraged,
Yes.
so I can send them a $50 discount, a $50 coupon code that they can just use in my store to get some graphics. We
Yes.
have some coffee ones. I'm probably going to upload some more.
Mm,
Um, so
yeah.
definitely check that out.
Yeah, so that would be really sad if you know, if you don't get it. So if you're watching this, please go check your email. Please comment. Like I've encouraged the winners of all to please comment like 1, 2, and 3. Or if we talked about your design, please comment. Tell us what you think.
Mhm.
Yeah, so May, what would you say? Is there any like last second encouragement, inspiration that people should be thinking about kind of coming off of this challenge into print on demand? Any suggestions?
I feel like it's almost visible who likes coffee. No, because that's what I feel like a lot of people don't get. People get into like, I'm going to design based on trending keywords or this. Design what you love. There are trending keywords for anything. I made
Okay.
so much money on Redbubble many years ago selling mahjong dresses
Hmm.
because I just love mahjong. And I made so many mahjong designs and jigsaw puzzle designs. And I feel like when you love something, First of all, obviously, you could be a good designer and design
Sure.
logos and banners and stuff for a topic that you don't care about at all. But when you truly genuinely love something, the work itself becomes much easier, becomes more fun. And generally speaking, whenever I design, I think to myself, okay, do I want to have this in my house? Do I want to wear this? Obviously, you don't order everything from yourself, but I feel like you can genuinely see who loves coffee
Sure.
and this, and just it doesn't matter what is the trending keyword right now on any website because every niche would have something trending on it, and all the niches have people searching for them. So my take or my advice or my tip, because I forgot your question because my ADHD is very bad today, would be design what you love, people. And
Mm,
I'm so happy to see 161 entries.
there you go.
One of the things that I love most in the world, other than blue and pink llamas, which is coffee. So, right before a few hours before we started filming this, I actually got a T Public order.
Mm.
And other than the fact that I'm not wearing it right now because I haven't washed it yet, and they still have that like color smell, that one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This was actually a design that was featured on the Kittl challenge video. So, this little tiger holding coffee is one of mine. I made them with Procreate and caffeinated in front and back. And yes, it's one of the things that people can win, like from my store.
That's
But
awesome.
but one thing that I did notice, and I don't even have to make a video about it, but T Public, like I just ordered like a batch of t-shirts, and I love their t-shirts. I love, but
Hmm.
I don't know why the printing is just not as good
Hmm.
as it used to, and on all of them. And also, like, there are problems in the stitches here. I don't know how this came out of quality. Like, no one checked it before they put it in there, but it was kind of like really, really cool timing that I have like a Kittl coffee design t-shirt arrive in this day, especially when getting packages from the US to here from marketplaces is so unexpected when it comes to when they're going to
Oh,
show up.
yeah.
So this coming here today was a really big surprise. And yeah, I love Kittl and I love coffee.
There you
And
go.
yeah, I
Perfect. Well,
have
everyone,
nothing else
please.
to say about it.
Yeah, everyone, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to check out Mey's channel. All of it's linked down in the description. We were super excited for this challenge. Of course, we're going to have more. If you watched this and you thought, dang, I wanted to get in on this challenge, it's okay. Just go check out what the next challenge is. Okay. We're going to just
Mhm.
have them for forever. Okay. So it's
Yeah.
okay.
And
You can
what
still
did you
win
say
more
was the
things.
highest one? What did you say was the highest entry one? Because we need to break that.
Somewhere around 200. I'd have to go look, but I'm pretty sure it was just over 200. I don't think we've ever
I think
gotten
I'm
as
up for the
much.
challenge.
Yeah, yeah. So if you didn't get in on this one, it's okay. We're gonna have plenty more. They're also a great way to kind of sharpen your skills, get out of your
Yeah.
comfort zone a little bit. But yeah, absolutely. Take that advice. Check out the channel. Check out the challenge page, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.
Yep. Bye.
Now, if you want to see other tutorials using Kittl, I have these videos here on my right that I know you're going to enjoy. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any upcoming videos and features and things like that. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.